So, hello guys. So, those of you who know me know that I also work as a immigration consultant with a immigration lawyer, and we work for Canadian immigration, and we also work for UK, USA, Denmark, Australia as well, but our specialty is Canada. So, my department is creative. I help clients, specifically students, to draft their creative documents. Such one is visa SOP, and one of the thing that I often find students struggling with, that what type of language, or what the level of language they should use during writing a good visa SOP. Let me give you guys one example that will clarify what I am talking about. Many of the student comes to me with writing visa SOP that has lots of very tough, difficult English words that are not used in normal conversation, that are not used in typical writing. So their justification is they follow the IELTS guideline, and they think that during IELTS exam, the more you use complex and powerful English word, the possibility of you getting higher mark increases with that. We know that, but most of the clients and students think same when writing a visa SOP, statement of purpose. They usually write SOPs that have very difficult or words that are not used in normal conversation, like bargaining, like prowess, words like these that are not used in normal conversation, or we do not use it often. So there is a problem when you use these words. One such problem is visa officer is not there to judge your English. Yes, it is always better to write a SOP with correct grammar and good fluency, good English, but when you use English words that are unfamiliar, the visa officers will have to Google for those words, and sometimes there are possibilities that those words won't be familiar to the visa officers as well. And visa officers have a certain time allocated for every SOP and every application, and they won't Google. Don't have that much of time to Google a word, learn their meaning, and get back to your application again. So they'll just ignore. So makes the purpose of your it nullifies the whole purpose of your writing a SOP. When we write a SOP, we want to express our desire, purpose, goals clearly to the visa officer. But when we use words that are not familiar, that are very complex, that are not usually used in English language, that makes it harder for visa officer to understand what you are trying to say. So my recommendation, whenever someone comes to me with this idea and they use lots of sophisticated word to sound bit intelligent, sound more sophisticated, then I ask them to not do that, because it is not our goal. Our goal is to convince visa officer about our purpose, and if that goal is achieved with words that are familiar, that are easy to understand, then it is better to use those words, those English tone and language. Then the next problem we stumble upon with clients is that many clients think that we should use the same level of English what they have same level of English as their IELTS score. Some applicants might not have good IELTS score in their writing part. They might have 6, 5.5 or 6.5 in their IELTS writing score. So they think that if I use English that goes over or that are better than what I got in my IELTS, maybe visa officers will flag my application and they will doubt, they will say that, yeah, maybe this is the guy who wrote the SOP is not the same guy who is applying for the application, visa application. But this is a wrong idea again. Why? Let me explain you. When you do your IELTS exam and writing exam, you will have a allocated time and you have to perform during that allocated time. You don't have any chance to check your grammars with any application. You don't have any chance to revise and check your language, what you are using. You won't have much time. You will have to answer all the questions and parts within the allocated time, which is 15 to 20 minutes. But when you write a SOP, you have a plenty of time. Usually students start writing their SOP and we recommend them and we suggest them to write their SOP since they start applying for their university. And after they got their finalized their desired university and get the offer letter from university, we suggest them to finalize their application and we suggest them to complete their SOP. So you got plenty of time, and usually some people takes 2-3 months to write the whole SOP and finalize it. So you have plenty of time, and visa officer knows it. Visa officer will expect you to send a SOP with correct grammar, proper English. They know that it is not a test, so they don't expect you to write your SOP with the same level of English that you have and you scored during your IELTS, because it is not a test. It is a and you if you write your SOP with the same level of English that you scored during your IELTS examination, sometimes you might not clearly explain what you have in your mind, might not clearly explain your purpose, and this is going to bother again the visa officer. So we don't want that. So it all comes down to one single point, is what visa officer is expecting and what they want. Our job is to make the life of the visa officer easy. We don't want to make their life difficult. We don't want to make their life tough. We want to help them. Want to help them understand our purpose. And if it is clearly explained in your SOP, then that's enough. So you don't need to follow the same level of English that you have in your IELTS. You are allowed to use good English with proper grammar, proper sentences and everything. At the same time, you don't also need to use very sophisticated English sentences, very sophisticated words and stuff, because it will nullify the whole purpose of writing a SOP. So yeah, that's my suggestion. And we here at Westford Immigration Services, we help students with their application. We help students with their SOP, give them proper guidelines, personalized guidelines to how to write your SOP, how to apply for your visa and everything. Here we give you the total solution, and any difficulties you stumble upon, we are here to solve it. So if you are struggling with your application, with your visa, with your SOP, you should come to us, and we are here to help you.